Yo guys, of course Snacks here. In this video I'm going to show you how to make the best 3D text for your anime headers, and this video will be very helpful, I hope, but I think that it will help many of you. And by the way, for this tutorial, if you want to follow me every single step that I do, make sure to buy my 3D text Lightroom for Cinema 4D, because that's required to make this like text. If you don't want to buy it, you can make it without Lightroom, but I think that your texts if you have Lightroom look like 10 times better, so make sure to copy it if you want. And yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so first thing, we are going to make it in Photoshop, then we are going to go to Cinema 4D and then again to the Photoshop. So yeah, so what we are basically going to do now is just get a text tool and click here, and we are going to go with the font that is called Avestrava Regular. I will leave a link in the description to download it. And alright, so let's actually do something. And by the way, we are going to make every single letter separately, so just let me skip to the part when I actually make every single letter separately. Alright, so now it's done, and now what we are going to do is we are going to click at the first and the last layer of the text, and we are going to right click and convert to smart object. And what we are going to do now is we are going to go here and then right click and quick selection tool, and we are basically going to select the text, so just like that. And now what we are going to do is we right click on the selection and we go to make work path and tolerance 2 and click OK, and then go to file, export paths to Illustrator, OK, and basically you can save it wherever you want, so just like that. And now what we are going to do is we are going to open Cinema 4D, and here I will open my 3D text Lightroom, and as I said, you can buy it in the description. Okay, and once we are in the Cinema 4D, we are going to click here, it will say file and then merge objects, and we are clicking on the file that we saved in the Photoshop, and we are going to bring it a little bit higher so the Lightroom will actually work on the text, so just like that, as you can see. And we are going to zoom with the scroll. As you can see, you can just move your camera here for the people that don't know how Cinema 4D works, so just like that. And now what we are going to do, and by the way, my Cinema 4D version is version 20. I'm sure you can download it on YouTube. There are a lot of tutorials, I'm sure, on how to download it. If you don't know how to download it, make sure to join my Discord server, and I'm sure that a lot of people will help you how to download it. And yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, if you want to make the text 3D, you are basically holding here and click extrude, and then you drag the text and you basically clip it where the arrow goes down, and you just let it go, and then go here and you click here, and as you can see, you basically have a 3D text now. So we are going to rotate it a bit, so we can actually make it like rotate it just like that. We can maybe make it's like less wide, so just like that. We can rotate it here. Alright, it's nice. Alright, we can do it like that, and we can maybe make it like 3 is actually good, I think, or maybe 4. Let's see. No, I think 3 is better. And what we are doing now is we are clicking here to basically render it, so it will take a bit of time to render it, so I will get back to you when it will be rendered. Alright, and after the 3D part is rendered, we are basically going here to file, save as, and we save it as PNG wherever you want. So that's what I'm doing, and let's call it Dwayne. And now what we are going to do is we are going to do the same thing but with 2D part. So we are basically going to the extrude, and we are going here with 0, and we are going to basically do the same thing. So now I will see you in the Photoshop. Alright, so now we are back in the Photoshop, and the size of this project is 1920 by 1080, just so you know. And what we are going to do now is we are going to go where the text is basically saved, so here, and we are basically just dragging it just like that, and we are making the 2D part to be on the top just like that. Okay, it's cool. And we can group it, so you just basically hold shift at the first and the last layer of the text, and you click here just like that. Alright, and now what we are going to do is we are going to make the 3D part dark. So just like that, color overlay, and we are making it dark. And what we are going to do now is click OK, then convert it to smart object, and then click again. And we are basically going to bevel and emboss now. We are making it normal, and we are basically dragging it to some nice place, so we can make it like -90, as you can see, just like that. Alright, it looks cool. And now what we are doing is we are basically going to do like 2D part, and then we are going to get back to the 3D part. So let's go, and we are basically making it dark too. But this time what we are going to do is we are just making it black, then convert to smart object. Then I downloaded a 3D like render, anime render, because this is like anime them. So we are basically dragging it. I just typed like Tanjiro anime render. It's from DeviantArt, and we are doing it just like that. Of course, the first thing, we are deleting the watermark. And now what we can do is we can actually make gradient, so just like that, and create clipping mask. And now what we are going to do is we are actually going to pick a blue color, so we can pick it like that, and the other side will be dark, so just like that, or maybe the other way. Let's see which one looks better. Okay, let's actually try this one for now and convert to smart object. Alright, and after it's rendered, we are basically going to create clipping mask just like that, and we are just going to put here, not yes, here exactly, and we are basically going to put it in some places, the render of course. So we can put it here, we can actually rotate it, transform it horizontal, we can put it here too. Alright, it's nice. And actually I think what we can do, or actually it's cool, never mind, we can copy it and just paste it again, and just copy it and just put it in some places. So as you can see, we can put it here too, just like that. And okay, and now what we are going to do is we are going to basically hold shift and at the first and the last layer of the 2D part of the text, and then convert to smart object. And then what we are going to do is we are going to copy it with Ctrl and J, and then go to blending options and make the fill opacity 0, and then go with bevel and emboss, and we are going to make it like bluish, so just like that, as you can see. Alright, we can actually make the depth a bit higher, so just like that, and click OK and convert to smart object. And then we are going to do the same thing, but we are basically going to put the stroke in different places, so click 90 again, and then go and then click convert to smart object, and then we are going to do the same thing, so fill opacity 0, bevel and emboss, and we are going to rotate it a bit, just like that. Maybe make the depth a bit lower. Okay, it's cool. Alright, it looks nice. I think what we can do, we can add another one to make it look a bit better, because I can see a whole stroke. So fill opacity 0, bevel and emboss, and then we can rotate it just like that. We can make it a little bit like lower, just like that. Okay, it's cool, I think. And now what we are going to do is we are going to group these layers except for the first 2D part. So here we can erase here, here, you know, so the like stroke won't be too boring. We can just delete some in some places. All right, here, here, and actually maybe here too, maybe here. All right, it's cool. And now what we are basically going to do is we are going to add some birds to it. So we go to my Prestige graphics pack. I will leave a link in the description so you can just buy it. Alright, and we go to PNGs and manipulation stuff, then animals, and we are basically picking this one. And we can put it here. Alright, we can put it here. I think that's a nice position. Or maybe like here. Let's see. Yes, I think we can put it here. It's not bad. Or maybe actually, are we doing it? Wait, let's see. Okay, I think that this birds can be additional when you are making a header. So when I will be making a header, I will add those kind of birds. But I think for the text now, it's not necessary. So we'll just leave it as it is. And what we are going to do now is we are going to 3D part, and we are creating a layer, create clipping mask, and we are basically going to add some nice lights. We can maybe make it like bluish, as you can see. So just like that. Okay. We can maybe add some different blending option. So we can make it linear Dutch, and we can lower the opacity a bit. Alright, it's nice. I like it. Okay, and now what we are going to do is we are going to add some nice highlights. So here, here, maybe here, as you can see, and here, and also here. Let's add it maybe here too. Alright, it's cool. And now what we are going to do is we are going to maybe make it like linear Dutch. Yes, it's cool. So just like that, as you can see. We can maybe make it a little bit higher. Alright, it's nice. And now what we are doing is we are copying it, we are converting it to smart object, and we are clicking on it 2 times, and then go here, and basically when you see R, G, and B, you are clicking off the B, and we are just rotating it with your arrows. So as you can see, it makes this like nice glitch effect. Alright, and I think that's it, and I hope that the tutorial was helpful. If you want to see more of this kind tutorials, and if you want to see like anime header tutorial like this with this style, like just write in the comments. I will for sure read your comments. And yeah, make sure to check out my store. I got a stacked pack sale right now where you can just buy every single of my pack for just like for a discount price. So it's really nice. Make sure to join my Discord server too. And yeah, I think that's it. I hope you liked the video. And yeah, I see you in the next video.